Hello children, in this last video I will explain about the final concept of photosynthesis. Last video means it is last video for photosynthesis. In the first one you are seeing the water required by the plants for photosynthesis is absorbed by the root of the plants from the soil through the process of osmosis. Osmosis is a process through which plants take the food from soil to the body of the plants. Understand? And in this process, two kinds of veins like structure. They are like nerves in our body find where blood vessels like blood vessels which transfer blood in our body. This is xylem. Xylem vessel. From xylem transfer water from the root to upside of the plant. Understand? So it transport the water to all parts of the body from soil to stem, leaves, flowers, etc. etc. And plants also need raw material. Raw material means that are presented us by the nature, that is not made by the humans, like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, magnesium. For bodybuilding food, they bodybuilding food means they build the plant's body and and give them a complete structure. Plants take these material from the soil because soil is the source of all kinds of mineral. You know we dig out soil for finding the minerals. And nitrogen is very essential element used by the plants to make protein because protein is totally made by the nitrogen. Understand? You can see this picture and understand this is I set this picture for the understand the xylem, the blue one, and the phloem, the yellow one. The xylem transfer water and minerals to all parts of the body, plants of the body, like fruits, flowers, to the stem, to the leaves. And the phloem, it transfer the other product like carbon dioxide, CO2, sunlight, understand, to from upside to downside. So these are the two things, xylem and phloem, which transfer the different kinds of raw material from upwards to lowards and lowards to upwards to downside and downward to upside. Next, you can understand this is osmosis. You are seeing the osmosis is a process through which the water transfer to upside of the plant's body, and you are seeing that these are the threads of roots. These played an important role to take the water from the soil and transfer to whole parts of the body. Understand? I hope you understand, and you will understand it in your higher classes also. Now next, other notes on photosynthesis. I am giving you the very important notes on photosynthesis. Suppose that if you understand and learn all about it, then nobody can defeat you in photosynthesis. You can prepare a full lecture. View my all videos, last 3 videos. These are total based on photosynthesis. Nobody can explain you like I am explaining. Photosynthesis in plants can also take in other green part, means it is not only happen green, you understand, a green leaves only takes place the process of photo, but it happens in all green places like green stem, green branches, green leaves. Understand? Now you can say that plants not only leaves but also green stem and green branches also uh, takes place the photosynthesis of there. Glucose, simplest form of synthesized by plants. Glucose means what the food plants make. It synthesized means chemically processed and then convert into glucose, that is eaten taken by the plants and complete their energy level. And lastly it is convert into starch and the extra food is stored for the food for the fruits. It converts into fruit. These simple carbohydrates are used to synthesize other component of food, component like protein, carbon, phosphorus, magnesium, like that. And protein are totally nitrogenous substance. I told you in previous slide that protein are totally made up of nitrogen. Understand? Nitrogen is taken by the s- plants from the soil, because plants are not able to take nitrogen like carbon dioxide they take from the atmosphere. So they took the nitrogen from the soil, that is mixed in it with the help of their roots. Plants use the minerals dissolved in water. Understand? Previous slide I told tell you the minerals and water they take from the help of xylem. And last, two things it provides: the process of photosynthesis. For number one, food. It provides food to animals including human beings, the first product. And the second is the one is food and other is oxygen for all living creatures. Other notes of nutrition in plant: most of the plants have green pigment called chlorophyll. You understand it and you know it. Some plants do not have chlorophyll, cannot synthesize their last. This is main, because now you are switching the concept from green plants to non-green plants. Understand? So so some plants are I explained you in my first lecture, autotrophs and heterotrophs. So some plants are heterotroph because they are not green, so their photosynthesis not happened, so they are depend on other things for their food. So these type of plants are called heterotrophic plants, and these are four types. One is parasite, second insectivorous, third is saprophytic, and last is symbiotic. I will explain you one by one in my next videos, but you have to keep patience and understand, learn, watch my video 2 3 times, subscribe my channel. And in last slide you can understand these four things is taken by the plants in the process of photosynthesis, and these two things is released or given by plants after photosynthesis. The first is sunlight, second is carbon dioxide, third is water, and lastly is mineral. Understand? Sunlight from sun, carbon dioxide from air, water and minerals from the soil through their roots, and lastly it produce oxygen. And the plant sugar means extra food like starch that they make after after synthesizing the food. Understand? And how this oxygen come? Sorry to disturb. So it is enough for today, and this is complete lecture. I will explain you one by one the next things. Understand? So it is enough for today. Bye bye.